We're back. Today, I want to talk about something that we don't necessarily always associate estrogen with. We know that hormones affect mood. We talked about how it affects metabolism, but do you know that it also shapes your immune system? And this is really powerful because the immune system is kind of one of those systems that's underplayed a lot. But it's huge, right, for longevity and health span. Estrogen is one of the body's most powerful immune modulators. It's the reason why women often fight off infections better than men post premenopause. Um, but also why autoimmune conditions are more common in women, especially after menopause. It's all about a balance. And today I want to break down exactly how estrogen influences your immune system and what happens when that balance shifts. Okay, what happens when that balance shifts? Again, estrogen and immunity are not things that people normally contribute to each other. So, this is why I want to talk about it, right? Because, again, another reason why estrogen is so important. Estrogen doesn't just circulate through your blood, it talks directly to those immune cells. You have estrogen receptors on B cells, T cells, macrophages, and even your natural killer T cells, your natural killer cells. So when estrogen is at a healthy level, it boosts your body's ability to create antibodies, mount an immune response to the viruses, control inflammation, which is huge, repair tissue. And it's why women often recover faster from infections, respond better to vaccines, because estrogen is like the conductor. It's keeping the immune orchestra in tune, if you want to think about that. Like most hormones, though, optimization, right, is everything, right? Too little estrogen, like in menopause, can lead to increased inflammation, slower healing, more susceptibility to infections. Too much unopposed estrogen can also overstimulate the immune system, contributing to autoimmune flare-ups and things that we see. That's why a lot of the times in perimenopause, it can feel so confusing, right? Because estrogen is up, then it's down. 1 month you're inflamed, the next you're exhausted. Then, the next time you're catching every cold your kid brings home from school. So it can be a little bit, interesting. But remember, just like everything else, estrogen is personal. Autoimmune diseases like Hashimoto's, lupus, rheumatoid are far more common in women, and many flares during estrogen changes, puberty, pregnancy, postpartum, and perimenopause, right? It's not that estrogen causes these diseases, it's that the rapid change in estrogen affects your immune tolerance. Again, if it's too low, we have all these problems. If it's too high, we have all of these problems, right? Your body becomes more likely to misread your own cells as threats. Estrogen also influences mast cells and histamine, which is why we know that hormonal shifts can trigger histamine flares, allergies, sensitivities around your cycles. Why your people just all of a sudden break out in hives or start itching in perimenopause because this is why at their estrogen influences mast cells and histamine. Autoimmunity loves instability, not estrogen itself, right? So, what can you do to support your immune system through hormonal changes? Number one is eat for stability. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but prioritize protein, omega 3s, colorful plants. You want those phytonutrients, those phytochemicals. Those will all help you to lower inflammation. Okay. Those will all help you. We just did a YouTube about regenerative meat. If you're a meat eater, you should check that out. It's really interesting talking about meat and omega 3s and things. Number two is manage stress. Okay, we say this, and I say it all the time, but it's true. Cortisol suppresses immunity and throws off immune signaling. So we need to make sure that we are activating that parasympathetic nervous system. Box breathing in 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, repeat for 4. We need to be purposely activating parasympathetic and trying to get out of fight or flight, whatever that is for you. Support your gut health. 90% of your immune cells live in your gut, and estrogen helps maintain that gut barrier. We know about the estrobolome, right? Estrogen has its own thing in the gut. So support the gut health, right? Sleep and move daily. We know this. And then test and not guess, right? We need to know what's going on, with you. So estrogen, as you already know, it plays so many roles, right? It's a protector, it repairs, it makes us resilient. And when it's in optimization, right? And when it's optimized, it's not too low, it's not too high. It strengthens every system that we rely on. And that's why understanding how estrogen, but everything, but understanding how estrogen plays the role in your biology helps you work with it, right? Helps us work with you, not against you and not against your body, right? Not against you or against your body. So, if you do eat meat, go check out our regenerative YouTube. But think about that. Estrogen plays roles in all the things we do, right? And it really should, it needs to be given the due that it's given. Okay. So, estrogen and immunity. Think about it. Be about it. Till next time, stay well.